For this night, I needed to use up this ground beef, so I kind of went around at the kitchen to see what I had and what we could put together. Here I'm just seasoning up with a little bit of salt and pepper and garlic, and then I'm adding in some Italian seasoning, about a tablespoon. I don't really measure too often, and then who doesn't like garlic with their ground beef? So of course I'm adding in a bunch of garlic. And then once this cooked down, I went ahead and added in some leftover orzo that I had from another recipe and decided that we were just kind of go the Italian route. So now that this is cooked down and I'm adding in that orzo, I'm going to let that cook a little bit and give a little bit of flavor to the orzo as well. Now I'm adding in a can of tomato sauce, and I just rinsed that out with a little bit of water as well. I let this come up to a boil. Then I added in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Man, I can never say that. One of my favorite YouTubers, Mandy in the Making, if you've ever watched her, she calls it the dub sauce. I think maybe from now on I should do that, because I can never say that word. Anyways, after I added that in, then I went ahead and I turned this down to about medium, and then I'm adding in some cream that I had in the fridge as well, and then I'm going to let that cook down for a little bit and let that orzo cook up. I did make sure to go in and stir this every few minutes just so nothing stuck to the bottom. And then once it was done cooking and it had all come together, I went ahead and grabbed some Parmesan cheese and added that in. You could definitely use as much or as little as you like. I used quite a bit, and it actually turned out really good and cheesy. And then this was ready to serve up. We just went ahead and served this with some toast and a side salad. Huge hit over here at my house. As most of you that have been watching for a while know, my daughter is extremely picky when it comes to certain foods, and she really, really loved this, so I am definitely going to call that a win. On this night, I wanted something really easy when I got off work, so some chicken in the crock pot sounded perfect. I am just seasoning it up here with some salt, pepper, garlic, some onion powder, and then I went ahead and threw in a packet of Italian seasoning that I had, along with about a quarter cup of brown sugar. Then I added some more dub sauce, as I'm going to start calling that, and then just threw a bunch of barbecue sauce on top of that. The Sweet Rays is our absolute favorite. I should say it's my husband's. He does most of the grocery shopping for us, so that's the one that he always gets, and we really, really enjoy it. Put all of that together, and I let that cook for about 3 to 4 hours. I did have it on high, so if you were to put it on low, probably 5 to 6 hours. And then that was done. It shredded up perfectly, and we went ahead and just made some barbecue sandwiches with that. And here's what they look like when they were done. I used my meat masher to go ahead and shred those all up. That came out perfectly nice and shredded. Like I said, we made some barbecue sandwiches then with that. And we just served those alongside some Doritos and some pasta salad. It's that kind that has like the grapes and the almonds in it. This actually made quite a bit, so I put some in the freezer for us to have another time. On this night, I just had this Caesar salad kit that I needed to use up, and so I decided to make a super, super quick and easy dinner. So I'm just taking the salad and making that per the package directions with all of the stuff inside of it. And then I have this large can of chunked chicken that I drained and rinsed off a little bit. And I'm just adding that to the salad kit and mixing it all around. And then we're just going to go ahead and add those inside of these tortillas. So once those were all nice and filled up, I added a little bit of little bit more of Parmesan cheese on top, wrapped those up. We just served that alongside some potato chips, and this was super quick and easy. It was also pretty delicious. You could definitely add anything you want in these. If you like other things with your Caesar, if I had some black olives, I probably would have done that. That would have tasted really good. But anything that you can think of to go along with your salad kits, this is a really great idea. Just mix them all together, stick it in a tortilla, and you have the quickest and easiest little meal put together. I think I was really going for some convenience this week. For this meal, I went ahead and put together some meatballs. This is actually one of our favorite go-tos. It's super easy and simple and delicious. So just a bag of frozen meatballs, along with about a quarter cup of the chicken broth. And then again, a few more tablespoons of Dub sauce. And then I also added some of this McCormick's pepper and garlic seasoning that I found while on vacation with my girlfriends this summer. It is really good. I need to figure out where I can get some more of that. It's like big chunks of the dried garlic. It just seasons everything really, really well. Added that on top. And then I had a little bit of this sweet and sour left, so I am using the rest of that, along with a little bit of barbecue sauce that I had left. And then this is going to cook for anywhere between 2 to 3 hours on low. You just kind of want to keep stirring and checking to see when those are done. And then once those were ready, we're just going to serve these on top of some mashed potatoes with a little bit of vegetable on the side. And like I said, this is super simple. It's always a hit in my house. Everybody loves this. It makes for perfect leftovers. I did serve that with the meatballs on the side, but my husband likes to put the meatballs and the extra gravy over the top of his mashed potatoes. But definitely any way that you like it. Again, super easy and just another great weeknight meal. The final meal was chicken gravy. I've made this quite a few times, so I will link a video below with the recipe and how I made this. But again, this is one of our go-tos. We really love it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm so glad to be back, and everyone have a great, blessed week.